Welcome to Healing Storytelling. Today, we will explore an inspiring and meaningful topic: early risers, souls with a fragrance. This is not just a story about changing habits, but also a journey to rediscover inner peace and uncover the deeper values of life. The morning holds a quiet magic, a kind of serenity that whispers promises of renewal and clarity. It's a time when the world feels untouched, as if it's waiting just for you to take your first step into the day. Someone once asked, "How can I live the life I truly want?" The best answer I've ever heard is simple yet profound. Live as someone who holds themselves accountable. If a person cannot endure the discipline of self-control, they will inevitably face the suffering that comes with failure and lack, both material and spiritual. The future we desire is often hidden in how we choose to spend our mornings. A wonderful day does not wait for those who stay up late, and success rarely visits those who refuse to rise early. But for those who wake before the rest of the world, there's a secret reward, a quiet acknowledgement from life itself for their perseverance. I wholeheartedly agree with the sentiment. Life don't just exist. There are those who stay up late, binge-watching shows, episode after episode, whispering to themselves, "Just one more," until suddenly it's 2 or 3 a.m. And then there are those who wake early, savoring a healthy morning routine filled with exercise, a good book, and the satisfaction of a full night's rest. These early risers embrace their mornings with energy and purpose. I remember once meeting an old teacher of mine, someone I hadn't seen in years. Her hair had turned mostly gray, but her skin glowed with health, and her demeanor was sharp and youthful. Unlike many her age who spent their days babysitting grandchildren or watching TV, she seemed untouched by the passing years. Her mind was vibrant, her thoughts profound, and her spirit calm. She told me that she writes books every year and has even taken up learning new languages, despite her age. When I asked her about her secret, she smiled and said, "I've always woken up at 6 a.m., and that hasn't changed. After breakfast, I sit on my balcony with a book, breathing in the fresh morning air, feeling the gentle breeze and the lingering dew. There's no noise, just the sound of birds and insects. It's in those moments that my mind clears, and my thoughts become sharp. Before I know it, I've read almost an entire book. My day unfolds meaningfully, exactly as I want it to." Staying up late may feel indulgent in the moment, but it often diminishes the quality of life. Rising early, however, elevates the soul. Morning is the best time to measure whether someone is living with purpose. Consider this: if you wake up just 1 hour earlier than others each day, you gain an extra 30 hours a month. Over a year, that's 360 extra hours, time that can be spent reading a favorite book, tidying your home, or simply enjoying the beauty of a quiet morning. While others feel chased by time, you can take control of it, living according to your own rhythm. Aging is inevitable, but those who maintain the discipline of rising early often find themselves growing better with time, not just older. Those who stay up late will never catch the fragrance of wisdom that lingers in the early morning air, while those who rise early carry with them the subtle yet profound aroma of dawn. I admire people who, no matter what challenges they face, can simply go to bed when it's time and wake up without hesitation. As the saying goes, staying up late often reflects a lack of courage to end the day, while struggling to rise early signals a lack of passion to begin a new one. I recall a work trip with a senior colleague. We had just finished a meeting where the client rejected our proposal, leaving the atmosphere tense and discouraging. That night, I couldn't sleep, consumed by self-doubt and thoughts of failure. Morning came too quickly, and I dragged myself out of bed, unsure how to face the day. To my surprise, my colleague called and invited me to breakfast. Sensing my low spirits, he shared a piece of advice that stayed with me: conquer the morning first, and then you can conquer life. Later, I learned that while I had been tossing and turning in bed, he had already gone for a 2-mile run and, during that time, thought of a better solution to present to the client. That morning, his revised proposal not only won the client's approval but also secured a long-term partnership. After the trip, he reminded me, "The night belongs to the past. Don't dwell on it. When morning comes, rise quickly, because the turning point of your life starts the moment you get out of bed." Life is inherently tough, filled with challenges and pressures. If minor setbacks can disrupt our rhythm, how can we hope to achieve anything significant? Sleeping and waking early recharges your energy, while clinging to worries and stress drains the passion out of life. People with extraordinary willpower always have long-term goals in mind. They understand that dwelling on the past solves nothing. The present moment, the one that begins when you open your eyes in the morning, is the only future worth focusing on. The sweetness of life belongs to those who persevere through hardship with discipline and self-awareness. For some, waking early transforms their lives in ways that seem almost miraculous. Life moves fast, and while some waste time in sorrow, others seize it with joy and purpose. I'm reminded of my neighbor, Mr. East, whose story is a testament to the power of mornings. He once lived through a dark period. He had a car accident that left him with a broken left leg, his wife of 20 years filed for divorce, and he lost custody of his 2-year-old son. Devastated, he isolated himself for months. One early morning, he decided to end it all. As he walked aimlessly, he encountered an elderly man out for his morning exercise. Though a stranger, the man greeted him warmly with a smile. Further along, he passed a food cart selling steamed buns. The vendor cheerfully called out to him, and the fragrant steam rising from the buns seemed to envelop him in a strange comfort. Having spent so long in darkness, these simple, ordinary moments felt almost magical. Suddenly, he realized that this quiet, unassuming beauty of life was its true flavor. He craved a second chance, a genuine restart. A warm bun, a cup of soy milk, and the smiles of strangers in the early morning gave him a renewed appreciation for the world. Now, every time I see Mr. East, I'm struck by his infectious optimism. Isn't it extraordinary? The morning has a way of breathing life back into us, pulling us out of our darkest moments. The morning holds a special kind of power, a chance to reset and rebuild. Even when work is overwhelming, relationships are strained, or life feels monotonous, the morning offers a fresh start. Life is unpredictable and often unfair, but dwelling on negativity changes nothing. We don't live for others. We live to bring peace and joy to our own souls. The morning is always there, waiting to greet you. Recognize this and don't waste another precious dawn. The beauty of life is hidden in the simplest things. A slice of toast, a glass of warm milk, the quiet confidence of starting your day with purpose. The self-assurance and determination buried within you can awaken the moment you step out of bed and smile. Early risers often lead lives filled with joy and optimism. Time is precious, but morning time is priceless. In today's world, many of us are consumed by work pressures or distracted by electronic devices, losing the irreplaceable value of the early morning. But those who succeed know that preparation is key, and waking early is an indispensable habit on the path to success. Early risers find joy in life, embrace each day fully, and continuously discover better versions of themselves. So, what about you? Start tomorrow. Let the morning fill your soul with its fragrance. Thank you for listening to this reflection. This has been a special installment of Reflections by PR Shin Shin. See you next time.